Yeah, well, Mike Keenan and John Tortorella, you've had some coaches put you through some stuff, eh? Those are some notorious names.
Keenan's on another level. Tortorella is I had him in training camps. Very, very nice guy and everything, but Mike Keenan was on another level. So my first year when I went there, I had Mike Keenan as the coach, and everything is true. Everything is true. It was the closest thing to hell that I could imagine.
Oh my God.
You would wake up in the morning, you do your workout, you do your skate for an hour and a half, you go back and you come back in the afternoon, again, another workout, skate, scrimmage, and then run. And you get, first day, you're like, oh, this is hard. Day 2, oh my God. Day 3, I can't feel my legs.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, you're at day 26 without a day off. And you're like, you don't even know what time it is.
Oh
you're
my
just
God.
like, yeah. And I will say I wasn't mentally strong enough to go through that. But after playing a few years now, I realize I wish someone would have sent me there at like 20 years old or 22 years old.
Like a boot camp.
And said, this is what you're going to have to do if you don't put all your work into making the NHL and playing in the NHL. And your 3 mile run with John Tortorella at training camp is nothing compared to what you're going to have to do in order to keep playing the game you love. So that was an eye opener for sure. To an extent, I respect what Keenan was trying to do. Break guys down that weren't strong enough because they wouldn't be able to go on the run. And that time I definitely wasn't strong enough, but I didn't, I couldn't figure out exactly why we were doing all this. It made no sense on a sports science standpoint. But above that, there's the mental side. And I respect what he was doing. And if I saw him again, I would shake his hand. I'd say, Joy, you won that round. I definitely appreciate what you did because it taught me a lot.
Leave us off with one story about Tortorella. He's come up a couple times on this podcast. I'm sure you've got something in there. Did you spend enough time with him to see some of his personality or maybe something that he did to you to kind of catch you off guard or test your willpower when you were on the team?
I just did training camps there. I met him a few times outside of a hockey rink. Everyone has these stories about him and things like that. And one of my good friends, Michael Delzato, played for him for the Rangers, played in Columbus for him. And he can't say enough good things about him. And I had the same experience. He was always super nice to me, really, really smart hockey mind and someone I kind of always respected. So I don't really have some stories. I just remember, at training camp, he was doing it was like the intro before main camp.
Sure.
There was probably about 40 of us there and he's talking about things. And he was like, and this year, Aves, this is Sean Avery.
Yeah.
Aves, no cell phones in the room. No dinner reservations between the second and third. Okay. And then he's yelling about that. I thought that was crazy. And then he said, I remember what he said. He was talking about, we were doing, I think it was a 3 mile run that year. So we had the 3 mile run and then we were doing on ice testing of 5 laps 6 times or 3 laps 6 times, then 18 laps 3 times. And he was talking about, it's going to be hard and everything. And he looked at everyone, he goes, and he's calling out some of the big name guys.
Yeah.
And he goes, nobody on this team has made this team yet. Nobody. Everyone has to earn their spot. Except you, Hank. You're on the team. So it's everyone else, you got to earn your spot. I was laughing. I was like, okay, that's great.
Oh, what an iconic duo there. Yeah, Tortorella and Lundqvist. Yeah. You know what it is? It feels like that kind of thing where the stories about him are all sort of media centric. Oh, we don't like what he said at this interview, or we don't like this. But you do hear very often from the players who have played with him that they really take to him. And it seems like that's all he wants is for the players to give him the attention and the respect, and then he's going to take the team wherever he needs to take it. And that seems to be the case time and time again with the teams he's coaching. It's good to hear that you actually had sort of a similar experience there.
Funny Mike Keenan story. He brought me in the office one day during training camp and he got mad at me because I tried to do a toe drag or something. And he was like, get it in. And so he brings me in and he goes, how would you like to be traded to a place where no one in the whole team, in the whole city, speaks a word of English? How would you like that? And I go, what? He goes, you know how powerful I am? I can make that happen. I go, oh, okay. And
Jesus.
he
is there any hint of sarcasm in his voice?
No. He's dead serious. He's dead serious.
Has he ever
ready to come at me.
laughed at you? Has he or laughed with you? Has he ever?
I don't know. Maybe laughed at me, but
maybe.
Yeah, but.
We hope you enjoyed this clip from the Sign Off podcast. Full episodes are available every single Thursday on any podcast platform you use and YouTube. So make sure to like and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and we will see you next Thursday.